For millennia, they have stood as silent sentinels on the sands of time. But what if the Great Pyramids of Giza aren't just tombs? What if they hold a secret so profound it could rewrite human history? For centuries, we've believed they were built with simple copper tools and sheer manpower. But the precision, the scale, the sheer impossibility of it all suggests something more. What if the architects of the ancient world possessed a technology we've only just begun to rediscover? If you love uncovering ancient mysteries, subscribe to our channel. The Giza Pyramid Complex, a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of the Old Kingdom of Egypt, continues to baffle engineers, historians, and scientists alike. At the heart of this enigma lies the Great Pyramid of Khufu, the largest of the three main pyramids. Constructed around 2560 BCE, it stands at a staggering height of 146.7 meters, or 481 feet, and is composed of an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons. For decades, the mainstream theory has been that tens of thousands of skilled laborers quarried, transported, and lifted these colossal stones using a system of ramps, sledges, and simple levers. While this explanation showcases the incredible organizational power of the ancient Egyptian state, it leaves many critical questions unanswered, pushing us to explore more unconventional possibilities. Let's first consider the quarrying process. The majority of the pyramid's core blocks are limestone, sourced from nearby quarries on the Giza Plateau. However, the casing stones, which gave the pyramid its original smooth, white, and highly reflective surface, were made of fine white Tura limestone, quarried from across the Nile River. Even more impressive are the massive granite blocks used for the inner chambers, such as the King's Chamber. These granite behemoths, weighing between 25 and 80 tons, were transported from Aswan, over 800 kilometers 500 miles to the south. How did the ancient Egyptians extract these gargantuan stones from the bedrock with such precision, using only soft copper chisels and dolerite pounders? The clean cuts and flat surfaces seen in the Aswan quarry defy the capabilities of such primitive tools. Some researchers have pointed to evidence of unusual tube drilling techniques and perfectly circular holes, suggesting a technology far more advanced than we currently credit them with. Transportation presents another monumental challenge to the conventional narrative. Moving an 80-ton block of granite for hundreds of kilometers is a feat that would test even modern logistics and heavy machinery. The prevailing theory suggests these blocks were loaded onto wooden sledges and dragged across the desert, possibly lubricated by water poured on the sand in front of them. They would then have been loaded onto barges to navigate the Nile River. While plausible for smaller blocks, the logistics of maneuvering and loading an 80-ton monolith onto a wooden vessel without modern cranes is mind-boggling. The structural integrity of the boats, the stability during the journey, and the sheer manpower required for the land-based portions of the journey stretch the limits of belief. Could there have been a different method? Some theories propose that ancient Egyptians utilized a now-lost system of canals and waterlocks, allowing them to float the stones directly to the base of the pyramid, a hypothesis bolstered by the discovery of an ancient papyrus, the Diary of Mirror, which details the transportation of limestone blocks by boat to the Giza site. However, the most perplexing mystery remains the construction itself. How were these multi-ton blocks lifted hundreds of feet into the air and placed with millimeter accuracy? The theory of external ramps has long been dominant, but it comes with significant problems. A single, long, straight ramp would have had to be over a mile long to maintain a manageable gradient, requiring a volume of material almost equal to the pyramid itself. A spiraling ramp wrapping around the pyramid would have obscured the sightlines necessary for the precise alignment of the structure. In recent years, French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin proposed a compelling alternative, an internal ramp. According to his theory, an external ramp was used for the lower third of the pyramid, while an internal, corkscrew-shaped tunnel was used to haul the blocks for the upper two-thirds. This theory is supported by microgravimetric scans that have detected a mysterious spiral-shaped void within the pyramid structure, exactly where Houdin predicted the internal ramp would be. The precision of the Great Pyramid is perhaps its most astonishing feature. The base is an almost perfect square, with sides measuring approximately 230 meters and differing in length by no more than 58 millimeters. It is oriented to true north with an accuracy of within 3/60th of a degree, a level of precision that would be difficult to achieve even today without satellite technology. Furthermore, the casing stones were cut and fitted together so perfectly that a razor blade cannot be inserted between them. How was this phenomenal accuracy achieved? The alignment to true north suggests a sophisticated understanding of astronomy, likely by tracking the stars. But the physical execution of cutting and placing stones with such exactitude remains a deep secret. Some engineers argue that the only way to achieve such perfection is to cast the blocks in place, using a form of ancient concrete or polymer. Proponents of this theory, like Professor Joseph David Ovitz, suggest the blocks are not carved natural stone, but an agglomerated limestone concrete. which would explain the lack of tool marks and the perfect fit. While controversial, analysis of some blocks has revealed minerals and air bubbles not typically found in natural limestone, lending some credence to this revolutionary idea. Beyond the structural engineering, the internal layout of the Great Pyramid hints at a deeper purpose. The intricate network of passages, including the ascending and descending passages, the Grand Gallery, and the so-called air shafts in the King's and Queen's chambers, seems far too complex for a simple tomb. These shafts, once thought to be for ventilation, are now known to be aligned with specific stars, Orion and Sirius, suggesting a celestial or ritualistic function. The purpose of the Grand Gallery, a magnificent corbelled passageway, is also a subject of intense debate. Its design has led some to speculate it was part of a counterweight system to raise the heavy granite blocks into the King's chamber, while others believe it served a more esoteric, astronomical purpose. The recent discovery of a large, hidden void above the Grand Gallery, dubbed the Big Void by the Scam Pyramids project, has only deepened the mystery. Its function is completely unknown, but its existence proves that we have yet to uncover all the secrets hidden within these ancient walls. The sum of these anomalies, the impossible quarrying, the Herculean transportation, the mind-bending precision, and the enigmatic internal structure forces us to question the standard narrative. It pushes us to consider that the ancient Egyptians may have possessed knowledge that has since been lost to time. Could they have harnessed sonic levitation to move the massive stones? Did they develop a form of advanced concrete technology? Or were they perhaps guided by a legacy of knowledge from an even older, lost civilization? These questions are not meant to discredit the remarkable achievements of the ancient Egyptians, but to expand our appreciation of them. They were not just brilliant organizers and laborers. They were master scientists, engineers, and astronomers whose full capabilities we are only beginning to comprehend. The pyramids are not just monuments of the past. They are a challenge to our understanding of it. They stand as a permanent reminder that there are still great mysteries waiting to be solved, encoded in stone and sand, daring us to look deeper and question everything we think we know. The secrets of the pyramids are far from revealed, and the quest to unlock them continues. For now, the pyramids guard their secrets well, a silent challenge to our modern arrogance. They are a puzzle box of impossible engineering, where each discovery only opens the door to more questions. Were the builders of the pyramids simply masters of logistics, or did they hold the key to a lost science? As we continue to scan, drill, and analyze these wonders of the ancient world, we get closer to the truth. A truth that might just be more incredible than any of us can imagine. What do you think? Were ancient ramps and brute force enough? Or is there a missing piece to this monumental puzzle? Let us know in the comments below. And if you have a thirst for uncovering the truth behind history's greatest enigmas, make sure you subscribe and join our journey into the unknown.